School children have today ditched the classroom to take to the streets as they come
As the world keeps spinning, the impending doom looms near. Are you prepared enough to witness the final countdown? Will it be Earth's final breath? Or the human race has a chance to undo what is done?
What if humanity's survival could be measured by a single clock? Right now, that clock is ticking closer to midnight than ever before. The Doomsday clock is not a real clock. It is a symbolic warning created in 1947 by the scientists behind the Manhattan Project, the team that developed the first atomic bombs. The clock represents how close humanity is to a global catastrophe. Midnight represents the end of civilization as we know it. The closer the hands move toward midnight, the greater the danger facing our world. Today, the Doomsday clock is set at one of the closest points to midnight in history. It is now 85 seconds to midnight, signaling that humanity faces serious and growing threats.
The Doomsday Clock is adjusted based on the biggest threats facing humanity. Today, 4 major factors continue to push the clock closer to midnight. The first cause is the nuclear weapons. Thousands of nuclear weapons still exist around the world. A conflict or war involving these weapons could cause catastrophic damage in a very short time, threatening millions of lives. Second is the climate change. Rising temperatures are leading to stronger storms, floods, droughts, wildfires, and rising sea levels. These environmental changes affect communities, economies, and future generations across the globe. Third is the emerging technologies. Innovations such as artificial intelligence offer many benefits, but they can also be misused. The spread of misinformation, cyber threats, and unregulated technological developments can create new global risks. Lastly, global conflict. Wars and tensions between nations make it harder for countries to cooperate on major global issues. And without collaboration, addressing threats like climate change and nuclear security becomes even more difficult.
Nuclear threats, climate change, and emerging dangers from technologies enables the hand to strike close at 12.
The incoming and ongoing risks from several global dangers enforce a move to the hands of the clock. As it moves closer to midnight, our planet struggles to breathe. These global risks not only affect the environment, but also the human race.
You might think these issues only affect governments or world leaders, but the reality is that they affect us all. When climate disasters become more severe, communities lose homes, jobs, and resources. When nations compete instead of cooperate, global security becomes weaker. And when misinformation spreads, it becomes harder for us to make informed decisions. A world closer to midnight could face more extreme disasters, food and water shortages, economic instability, large-scale displacement of people, and an increased risk of conflict. But these are not just future possibilities. They are challenges that many communities are already beginning to experience.
Now, the good news is the clock can move backward. Human actions can reduce this risk. The clock serves as a reminder that our actions still matter. By supporting efforts to combat climate change, promoting peace and cooperation among nations, and encouraging the responsible use of technology, we can help reduce this risk facing our world. We can also help by raising awareness, challenge misinformation, and use our voices to advocate for positive change in our communities. While no single person can solve these problems alone, collective action can make a difference. Tiny habits create big changes.
The Doomsday Clock was not created to predict the future. It was created to warn us about the consequences of our choices.
Every conflict avoided, Every informed decision made and every action taken toward a safer and more sustainable world can help move the clock back.
The clock is ticking, but the future is still in our hands. Don't wait for midnight. Act now and move the clock back.